Want to hit quick thank you. All right, guys, happy Tuesday, November 21st. I cannot believe that it is almost Thanksgiving. So before we get started, myself, Kenny, Karina, Molly, we just want to wish you guys all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I'm sure that we all have troubles in our life. We have challenges in our life, no matter what, but that list of things that we have to be grateful for this year, I'm sure it far, far outweighs any challenges that we have in our lives. And so I just personally want to say that I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for this company. I'm thankful for everything that you guys represent. And my hope is that you guys just stuff your belly this year, have some fun with the family, relax, enjoy, and do what really lights you guys up. So really, really grateful, really, really thankful to have you guys all here. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. You guys were very, very busy this week. So despite it being, on the verge of a holiday, you guys were super, super busy and absolutely blew it up this last week. So before we get into all of that, I'm going to turn it over to Karina. Karina, quick teaching moment of the day. Hold on. Sacramento, thank you. All right, Karina, let's go. Let's go for teaching moment of the week.
Righty. So not too big of a teachable moment, but I am going to share with you guys in Slack the 2024 new and upcoming laws that we do. Jean Shrem, our favorite residential real estate attorney, will come and speak on Zoom, and I'll try to record it for you in case you can't be there. That'll happen in the new year. Talking about the new laws and updates. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then, one small tidbit that I found really interesting over the last week was that residential listings cannot be longer than 2 years from the time you take them. So for them to be valid. So just keep that in mind when you are, when you're taking a listing, that it can't be longer than 2 years for residential 1 to 4 units. So that's my fun fact for the day.
Awesome. And then did we talk about it last week about the upcoming workshop? I know that we had dropped a little bit of information on it for after Thanksgiving, or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, more information to come on some upcoming things. So before we go any further, do we have any guests on the line or somebody here at a team meeting for their very first time that would like to just say a quick hello to the people? Hey, Sacramento, you guys keep on going in and out from mute and unmute. Please keep yourself on mute. It's super, super distracting. Thank you. Any guests on the line? Anybody like to make an introduction to somebody that they have here? All right, cool. Let's just get right into the meeting slides, and let's go here. Boom, bam. All right, guys, we are in. All right, guys, so tons of things going on. I know people are dropping off pies this week. I'm seeing trucks full of pies, trunks full of pies. I know that there's events going on in Hercules yesterday as well as today. So does anybody have an event that's going on that they'd like to share, drop some information about? Is there a coat drive? Is there something that you want to get people rallied around? Does anybody have something that they would like to share before we go any further? Going once? Going twice? You guys are quiet today. Okay, cool. Let's go, Gabby. What's up?
I'm sorry, I can't turn in my camera. I'm in the comments. But I signed up for that code drive, so
all right, Gabby, we lost you.
And Richmond and Hercules.
All we heard was Richmond and Hercules. Let's go one more time. Gabby, you want to try one more time?
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was in the car and I can't put my camera. But I signed up for the code drive, so I'm gonna do that post this week on my social media. So if you're in the Richmond, Hercules, or Sobrante area, I'll have that code drive for that business. Yep.
Love it, love it. Anybody else have an event that they want to talk about? No? Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome. You guys are just ready to eat some food, huh? You guys are ready to eat some ham, watch some football, and be with the family. I get it, you guys. So let's go here. Let's go back to the slides. Let's go to community contributions, and let's just get right into new escrows, you guys. So for this past week, you all were very, very busy. So congratulations on an amazing week. Heidi got into contract twice. Congrats to you, Heidi. Heidi, we do need a headshot for you so we can make sure that your face is in lights when we do the team slides. Kuhn was in contract this week for $120,000, and Ina got in contract twice, $157,500. and 660,000. So let's see who we have on. Let's see who we have here. So Heidi, why don't you talk to us about this $300,000 deal? Let's go rapid fire. If you can, tell us about the deal, talk to us about the strategy, and then let's hear from you briefly. Let's go, Heidi.
The buyer on the mobile home was a sign call. Haven't had a sign call in years. And the buyer on the $300,000 transaction actually went through the MLS looking for agents with experience. We're facing some real challenges right now with agents and transparency. And they liked the fact that I was honest and had knowledge of the marketplace.
Good for you. Good for you, Heidi, and way to be, what we should be, and way to set the example and lead by example. So congrats to you. Congrats to your consumers. And let's continue rolling on. So Will and Derek got in a contract on Op City for $125,000, and Lizette and Vernon got in a contract for $215,000. Lizette, I see your camera on. You're right here, live and direct. Lizette, let's hear from you. What's going on? What's good? And then I saw Will get on separately, so I'll go to Will next. So Lizette, talk to us about this deal, what you saw, what the process, strategy, all the good stuff. Let's hear from you.
Yes. Good morning, team. So this one's, it's bittersweet because unfortunately, or fortunately, I closed on the seller October the 13th, and he lost his job and has had a financial hardship and didn't want to take a risk in ruining credit or having a 30-day late. So I, keep a great relationship with all of our buyers, and I was just following up with him, doing my rounds, and he let me know, I lost my job and I need to sell immediately. So that's how this sell came about. And as soon as he told me that, my only desire was to help him make sure he did not get a 30-day late. So we literally had to move in like 5 days. So took pictures, got the market prepped, started reaching out to inside agents that I know do mobile home transactions. And basically we went live literally in 5 days. Went live on Monday, started doing all marketing on the back end. Honestly, I didn't even finish doing all my marketing, and I got an offer on Friday. So we were listed exactly at what I appraised at. I wasn't trying to be greedy. I wasn't trying to be aggressive. Honestly, I was just trying to get this client sold as quickly as possible. And thank God that's exactly what we did. We accepted a wonderful offer. All his terms were met. So in this case, it was in the seller's favor, not necessarily the buyer. So I'm grateful that we are able to help him out and get him into a home, unfortunately, get him out of a tough situation. And hopefully in another year, we'll get him back into another home.
Wow. I love this. And I love how fast that you guys acted and how fast you came through. And like you said, you didn't even get all your marketing out and you were already ending. So great job to you. Great job to Vernon. Let's go to Will. Will, I see you there on camera. If you can share with us your strategy, what worked, and tell us a little bit about this deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving week. I'm actually co-agented with Derek. And if you guys haven't met him yet, we're in the military together, and he just got his license, so these are his first deals that he's officially on. Derek, why don't you take point and tell us about the transactions, who you are, and how we got that stuff going.
Let's go, Derek.
Hey, how's it going? So this one came through Op City. This cabin was a United States Forest Service cabin. A lot of people aren't familiar with that program. They're common around the Tahoe area. So it's kind of considered a personal property type transaction because you don't own the land. You technically are leasing it from the Forest Service. So it can be difficult to sell, but it came through in Op City as a seller. So we went live with it 2 weeks ago. And the president of the association right there is actually the one who ended up purchasing it. Will was working with him, and it's listed for 2 weeks and closing next week.
Bam, beautiful. Well, I know that you have been a part of, Will's business, and you've played a hand in his development, kind of like operational. And it's great to see you, out in the front and working your own business as well. So I'm excited to see how this partnership develops and what you bring to the table, because I know you have tons and tons and tons of skills behind the scenes, my man. So I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for Will.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. All right, let's continue cruising on. Congrats to everybody that made it on the board in this category. Next up is Wanda Haynes. She got in contract for 217. Roxanne Adams got in a contract for 310. And then Peter and Dewey got in a contract for 380. I think this is Peter's second deal while he's been away in Vietnam. So congratulations to you, Peter. Looks like you're having an amazing time, drinking a lot of great drinks and having a lot of great food and seeing a lot of great sights. So Dewey, talk to us about this deal, big dog. Let's hear from you.
So this deal we got this listing from a seller that had two listings at the same time. The first one sold, got the buyers into a replacement home in Tracy. This one actually came on first, and it sat on market for like 80 something days. And then we had a client that wanted to go after a unit in the same building. And we said, hey, if that falls through, go after ours. And so they didn't, but there was like 7 offers on the other unit, and the 6 that lost, like 3 of them reached out to us. And then we ended up getting 2 offers after that other one went pending. We ratified the first one that was higher, at 380. And then a day later, they got cold feet. And so we re-ratified with the second place at 345. So that one's already canceled. It's now 345, but it's pending. It's going. Still fully contingent, but we're working through it.
Good stuff, my man. Good stuff. And you guys, I want to be a reminder to everybody for social media this week. You guys have a great opportunity. When you're hearing about these opportunities, houses that have been on the market, maybe a house that had a recent price drop, you guys are in the market, you're in the know, and you're aware of the deals that are currently in the market right now. Demian yesterday on group coaching, he talked about a 4-plex that's on the market right now in Berkeley, listed at 1.3, and 2 of the units right now are vacant, and 2 of them have renters in it. So stay with me for a moment. I think each of you guys should be scouring your MLS. You should be looking for the deals, and you guys should do a Black Friday post, right? Hey guys, I made a list of some top homes in my area that are deals for you as a consumer. DM me the word home. I'll make sure to give you that list. And all you're doing is putting together 4 or 5 homes that you found by scouring the MLS. And then what you do is you provide that list and say, hey, if you have any questions, let's set up some private tours. And then you do the same thing for Cyber Monday. So you have 2 really, really great reasons in the next couple of days to talk about deals in your market if you did it effectively. Listen, if you don't have time to get it edited, don't even worry about it. Just shoot it from your phone, have that be a green screen, or just simply talk into the camera, let them know that you made a list of the hottest homes on the on the market right now. I promise you guys will get interaction. All you want is someone in your DMs being like, yo, send me that list. I want to know more about those deals that you have. So great stuff. I love this, you guys. Let's continue cruising on. Brenda Vega and Kimberly Lopez got into contract for 480,000. Congratulations. Jen Oak and Ray got into contract for 500,000. Congrats to you as well. Brenda, I don't think Brenda is on right now. Kim, let's see if Jen is here. And then let's see if Ray is here. All right, well, one clap for these 4 people. We're going to move on to the next category. All right, so Vanessa Vo and Michael Spivey got in a contract twice, once for 510 and then for 447. And then Christy Betancourt got in a contract for 515,000. So great job to everybody that made it on the board in these categories. Vanessa, I do see that you are here. I don't think I see your camera on, but Vanessa, talk to us about these deals. What's working, what the strategy was, and let's have you share the details. Let's go, Vanessa.
Good morning, everybody. All righty, so the first one for let's talk about the 510. So that one came from Google, actually. The seller was supposed to be working with a pretty known agent out here, but he's, tied up with some trouble. So seller decided to go on Google, and he found me, reached out to me. We had probably less than a week to get this on market, get ready and get it on market. And lo and behold, we're pending at 510 with some credits back. We were on market for almost about 3 weeks, going on 4 weeks. And it's because he didn't listen to us, and he wanted to list it for, above 510. We recommended about 485, 495. He wanted to go 525. And we ended up with 510 with 15K credits. So close to what we suggested. And he's happy. And then the other one is really cool way how we got it. It was Michael's brother. He was working on a house, and yeah, well, for that one, we had less than 30 minutes to get over there and present a listing presentation. And yeah, we got that one as well. Went pending.
Hold on really quick, because I think there's a good story here. Do you guys keep stuff in your trunk? Is there a listing package already in the trunk, ready to go?
Pretty much not in the trunk, but yeah, no, you know what? That specific day we had one ready in the car, just a packet in a folder ready because we were gonna go to another one but didn't make it. And yeah, we had it ready. And for us, Michael does a good job just having everything in Google Docs. So it's just a click and print and we're ready to go. Just let us know where.
I love it. I love it. Michael, did you want to chime in on the conversation, big dog? Would love to hear from your side and your vantage point. Great job, Vanessa.
Yeah, you pretty much kind of touched on everything. And I guess just that detail of having your information, whether it's the package, organized in the Google Drive folder. Ideally, it's already printed out in a folder ready to go, just because with these two scenarios, we honestly weren't, I mean, we were prepared. It just happened quickly. And just fortunately, kind of we were prepared and we have a system because we've been working together for some time now. But I think that's just a message to take away from this. Just, prepare before the proper, before the time comes and everybody can win.
I love this because you guys have to ask yourself right now, am I that organized? If someone calls me and I don't have all of the data, I won't have all of the answers, but do I have enough to go out and truly, truly be dangerous and have some material, have some marketing collateral pieces? And do I know where everything is at so I can print it in a heartbeat? Can I act that fast if need be? Now, obviously, this is not going to be the case every single time, but are you that organized to where you can simply say, cool, I got all my files, here's this, let's go print, perfect. I can print all of my stuff up within 5 minutes. That is, yeah, exactly. That's about staying ready. This is not about running frantic. This is your business. Everything should be categorized, everything should be filed, and everything should be easy for you to access the moment you need to access it. So great job to you guys. Love that, love the flow, love how you guys work together. So congrats to everyone that made it on the board in that category. Next up is Cynthia. Oh, sorry.
Say one more thing, sorry. I want to give a
go ahead.
moms as well. Behind the scenes, Pamela Spivey, she helped out, so want to make sure I give her love as well.
You're making her blush right now. I see her face right now. So, thank you, Pam, for everything that you do to support and as well as just to be a resource for everyone. Out here in this area as well as for, in the company. So shout out to you. I love that and appreciate you saying that. All right, guys, let's get back into the slides. Cynthia got in contract for 555. Great job to you. And then the twins got in a contract twice, 575 and 160,000. Not too sure if any of them are on. Let me see really quick. Let me see if Mark is on and let me see if David is on. All right, so once again, one clap for everybody in this category and we're just going to keep cruising. So Denitza, once again, she has just had some tremendous momentum in the last couple of weeks. So Denitza got in contract for 708,000, and then Hector got into contract for 745,000. So great job to everyone on the board in this category, and we're just going to keep cruising on. So George, you are there. I know that you are front and live and center, and I'm going to turn the mic to you in just a second. So George and Denitza got in another contract for 765. Rosa Moreno got in a contract for 770, excuse me. So George, let's hear from you, big dog. I want to hear from you. Talk to us about strategy, what's working, what the flow was, and let's have you take the mic.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm super excited for this one. Funny way that we got the client. So Denitza and I were like, let's figure out a niche. Once we got a referral from my past clients last year, I helped 2 wives, and then they referred me to 2 wives that are their friends. And so Denitza and I basically are partnering together on them because I was out of town. And so they basically ended up pausing their search after us showing them over 40 homes. And one day, Denitza and I had lunch after showing these 2 wives' homes across the street from the last house. And so we saw people coming, and we saw these 2 guys walk up, and they happened to be 2 husbands, and they were just like, oh, is the open house closed? And we're like, actually, there's no open house today, but we're showing our clients, we just finished. Do you want to check it out? And they're like, sure, if you don't mind. So we just opened the door, I told them at the end, hey, if you want, I can send you disclosures. What's your number and email? And they sent it over. And I sent them to them, followed up with them that Monday, and was just like, hey, what are your thoughts on the house? Didn't even ask if they had an agent. I just assumed they didn't. And so they were like, we're going to pass. Ask them, what are they looking for? I can send you properties each day or during the week. And so they were like, sure, did it. I think we showed them about 3 different times. We went and looked at houses, and I never really followed up. I'm not going to lie. They just kept hitting me up and going on tours themselves. And eventually they would see things and were like, hey, can we check these out? And so we ended up going I think like a week ago for it. And we saw one house initially that my Real Scout sent them. But then at this first house, they were like, yo, can we go check out this other house last minute? We're like, sure. And then me and Denitza drove off after the second house, and we're like, got a call from them. Hey, we want to go check out this open house. Turns out there wasn't an open house. So me and Denitza were like, you know what? Let's just go check it out with them anyways. If they end up liking it, we want to be able to have seen it first. So we ended up going. They loved it. And it was our 3rd time meeting them in person. And they ended up wanting to submit on it. So the listing agent basically told me that the seller, she had a certain timeline. So she had to have the money by December 11th because her mom was in a memory care home. So she needed to use the funds to pay for it. So I ended up finding out that $750 was her actual, like, nothing less. So it came down to price and it came down to timeline. So luckily they came with a lender that could do as fast as 12 days. So what I told them, they didn't even know about the 2-1 buy down. So I educated them on it. And I ended up telling them, hey, maybe you should do this, but know that if you're going to ask for credits from the seller, it's a give and take. So think of it when you're sellers, if someone's asking you for a house that becomes your time capsule, like, you want to make sure that they're not insulting you too. So if you're going to ask for 20K in credits, at least come up. So then that way she's going to net, or actually she's going to have a higher sales price, but you're going to get credit. So I ended up getting them $17,000 in credit for a rate buy down. And they got it at 765. So they ended up beating another offer that didn't ask for credits by only a couple of $1,000s. So they're getting somewhere in the 5%. And they are moving in 3 weeks, even though they closed Monday, because the seller, she needs to clear out the property. So what my buyers did was they also allowed her to stay after the 12 days and gave her 12 free days to be able to clear out the property at no charge. And then I told them, let's ask for escrow to hold back $2,500, because God forbid she leaves anything at the property, you at least have $2,500 in your pocket to be able to hire a hauler.
Man, I love this. And I love how creative you got for her. And I know you have another one in contract. Might as well just talk about that one rapid fire. Let's talk about your $1 million+ deal that you are also in contract on from this last week.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So that one, actually, the listing agent's Griselda. So this is where it's definitely, and so you're welcome, Kenny. We double-ended something for you. But basically, this is why it's super important, because even though Griselda is one of my dear friends and on the team, it's definitely important that you go to all of these networking events, because we actually both got invited by our dear friend Diana to go to a KW training event. And we were sitting at the same table and she was like, yo, I'm so excited. I got this listing just signed. And I was like, dude, tell me more. And she was like, it's in a bit of a fixer, but we're going to prep to sell it before we come to the market. We're thinking 1-2. And we're thinking of selling it for more, because we know it can go for more if we prep it. So I was like, yo, can I get in there? I have a ton of investor clients that want to do flips and sell them at a higher price, as like with luxury upgrades. So she was like, let me ask my father-in-law. She did. I went to inspections. I literally just sent photos that she sent me, and my buyer, before I even got him the video, wanted it and told me to put it in offer. But he asked me to put in an offer 50K under what they were looking for to close the deal before bringing it to market. So what I did is I used ChatGPT, gave ChatGPT all of the specs on the home, recorded a property tour, put it on a Google Drive, and I did not put the address. I just put the zip code that it had, Campbell Schools, and I put my video with the Google Drive, and I ended up putting a listing that was listed at 1.7 at the end of the road that was turnkey and upgraded. And I sent it out to 150 plus people on BCC in my database. And then I got within 5 minutes, one person that was like, yo, we want it. Can we go check it out? And that person ended up coming in at 1218, and they're actually paying for half of the closing cost, all cash, closes 20 days. And it was actually an investor that I thought was a scam. So I checked all their DREs, and they ended up being an investor that emailed me off of the MLS from me and Jung Hee selling a listing off market back in February. And they followed up with me so many times and told me, hey, this is our portfolio. And I was like, yo, I guess investors are a hot pocket right now during this time with all these Cyber Monday deals.
Yes, yes, I love it. Well, congratulations to you, G. Congratulations to you as well. Absolutely love this. And I love that you guys are sharing and saying, hey, what do you have? I think I might be able to play matchmaker with that. So really great job to you, Griselda. Great job to you, George. Congrats to everybody that made it on the board in that category. Let's head back up to Sacramento. Chris B and Sophia got in a contract for $865,000. Congratulations. Does one of you guys want to represent and talk about this deal? Let's hear from you guys.
Yes, I'm so excited about this one. So I met this family door knocking for Will and my dad's listing back in the springtime. And they were like, oh, we didn't know our neighbor was selling. Let's walk over there. So I walked them over there. I meet their family and all that. And we kind of just start talking about what they're looking for. They're not looking to move until they say like 6 months or so when their kids finish school. So I just follow up with them over time, like keep them engaged on Real Scout. And then about like 3 weeks ago or so, she calls me and says, we're coming down to town this weekend. Can you see this house? We have our pre-approval. And I was like, perfect. This is like awesome. So we went down there and we saw a house. It was listed at $899. They recently did a price reduction. And the comp showed it was worth $899, but she was really adamant on $850. So that's what we offered. The sellers tried to strong arm us at first. They said no washer dryer. They said they countered us at $875, and then our buyers were only willing to come up $5,000. So we were like trying to advise them, meet them in the middle, but that's what happened. Another offer came in, and they ended up multiple countering us at $865 with the washer and dryer and with the pool table, and they also cleared section 1 and the roof, so everything was all taken care of. So they came up to $865, and that was it. So everything has been smooth since. And we also met her sister's family. They also want to move up to Sac, so they're all kind of, you know, making their way up here. So we're showing them homes too. So yeah, it's great.
I love it. They can't strong arm no Barcenas. They can't strong arm the Barcenas family. I love it. Congrats to you. Congrats to you, Chris. Great job, you guys, and way to see it all the way through. Ronnie and Joseph got in contract on a flex deal for 1189. Congratulations, gentlemen. Let me see if they are on today. I know that they are out being super, super busy right now. And then Brittany got into contract. So I'm gonna go back. Brittany got into contract for 1190. Brittany, I think I saw you on camera a little bit earlier. I saw you here. Brittany, can you talk about this deal? No, Brittany had to log off. But anyways, one clap for these three individuals. Great job. And let's go here. You guys, I want you to take a picture of this, repost it on social, because last week you guys were able to produce 25 new escrow. So despite what's happening in the industry, despite it being as what people think is a seasonal time of it getting slower, you guys did 25 deals in 1 week, and that's just a true sign of who you guys are. Here's what I want everyone to do: is I want to challenge you guys. You have 2 days before Thanksgiving. I want you guys just to go into your database and get this is an excuse for you to reach out. So obviously, you have Black Friday, and then you have Cyber Monday, but you should be going through your database and you should be sending out 100 text messages, videos, one-to-one videos, and phone calls to people in your database over the next couple of days. I don't care if they told you that they're not going to buy until next year. Hey, Tom, I just want to send you a quick video, let you know that I'm thankful for you, whatever that sounds like. I think you guys have a great opportunity right now just to be human over the next couple of days. So you guys are either going to capitalize on this time of year, or you're going to allow Thanksgiving to pass. You're like, dang it, I should have, I could have, I would have. So take advantage of these personalized messages to your database, to your leads, to your sphere. Take advantage advantage of a Black Friday message with all the local deals, as well as take advantage of what happens on Cyber Monday. These are 3 great engagement opportunities for you guys over the next couple of days. So I highly, highly recommend, I want to push you, I want to implore you, I want to challenge you to take advantage of that over the next couple of days. Let's get right into the story of the week. So you guys, story of the week is the twins. You guys see these 2, they're showing up big on social media. They have 2 pending escrows right now. They have a pending volume of 735. They have 2 coming soon listings. They're content creators, they're super fathers. They're out there twinning. So congratulations to you guys. I know that you're not on the call right now, but when you see this, huge shout out to you and congratulations to everything that you've been able to accomplish in a very, very short amount of time. Are they there? All right, so we're talking about you guys. And George, if you can get them on your camera, because I know I don't see the screen on in the conference room.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I got you.
all right, gentlemen, listen, we're giving you all the flowers. So making sure that you get the flowers while you can be here and receive them. You 2 are the stories of the week for representing, for showing up, for all of your recent transactions and what you guys are doing. So Mark, you want to talk about this, my man? Say anything to your team?
Yeah, sure. So this one, 5022 Brookdale, was the one that we got off of door knocking in the area, and sold that one within 8 days. Got it under contract in 8 days. It took us 2 weeks just for preparation, and 8 days later, right after that, we got her mobile home for her to downsize because she's going through something with the family, but then helped her out right then and there. So
I love it.
it's
I'm
basically
gonna ask
got
you a
everything
question.
done within 3 weeks. Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, outside of obviously these immediate deals, but if you can kind of bottle it and send a message to everybody that, is just growing, just starting out, like what's been the winning recipe for you guys this early in your career?
Just relentlessly talking to people and being unapologetic when you're calling and following up, because for her, she was already like she was going through a lot, like I said, with her family. But then once we continued to just follow up with her, sat her down, like we kept on updating her on the market. And then we just, the one thing that really stood out to her was that we gave her that full on timeline. And then that was when she got finalized, because then she saw the whole thing happen, because to her, she was just a lot of anxiety. So for people that are starting off, just be the direction, be the person that's like, we're the professionals here. We got to be the ones that points them out. And yeah.
Well said, Mark. I think it's really, really important. No matter where you're at, we have to be a leader and we have to be a teacher, right? We have to lead them through this process. We have to teach them all the important things that they need to know, material facts, so on and so forth. So the consumer has the confidence that we were able to help them build throughout this transaction. So Mark, love it. Tell your brother I said what's up. Great job to you, to your brother, as well as to as to Patrick, because I know he's in your world. So you guys, let me go to Molly, Karina. Do we have anything else from a marketing side? Anything that we need to remind the team of from marketing resources, tools, things like that?
Not so much marketing, but please tap in with me on my huddle if you want to cover any of your buyer's presentations, listing presentations, talking about buyer representation agreements, questions in that vein. Especially while it's a little bit quieter over the holidays, really take advantage of that time to ramp up. So please bounce ideas and questions off of me during that time.
Really, really glad you said this, because you guys, right now, you have to turn up the notch of intensity on your education. You have to read a little bit more now. Let's call it a lot more. You have to be looking at the BRBC. You have to be you have to print that out and you have to really understand the document and you have to be so confident about it. It has to be a part of your flow. So, in the coming weeks, what Karina is really going to focus on with you guys is not only the knowledge and the education piece, but then the articulation piece. So once you understand the document, you understand all the variables in it, how can you truly, truly articulate that? So you guys, this is the time where you need to run into that. You need to make sure that this is something that you're mastering and not saying 3 weeks down the road, a month down the road, I didn't know, what are all these things? And why do I need that? You guys should be immersed in everything that's going on. You guys are students, you're reading, you're knowledgeable, you understand what is happening and you're making sure that you're in front of it. And so there should be no excuses. You guys are professionals. This is your business. And so you should treat it as such. So you guys, that is all actually we have for today. I don't know if there's anything else. Does anybody else have anything that they want to share before we head out today? All right, cool. You guys, I want to say thank you for all the love and support. I was asked to speak at Inman in New York City. New York City in January. And so I'm excited to be there as a student myself, to learn, to listen, to take new techniques back to you guys, but to be able to share just a fraction of time in our journey, what you guys have been able to create. Really excited. And I'm really honored to be there to represent for Fast Real Estate, Team Fast, and what we've been able to create as a movement in real estate. So I'm stoked and thank you guys for all of the love. So if you guys need anything, I will be working today. I will be working tomorrow, but Thursday I'm going to be laying up and just relaxing. Oh, wait, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Tomorrow I'm working. With Thursday, I'm not working. So you guys have an amazing, amazing week. As you guys know, our staff will not be working Thursday and Friday. And then there's an abbreviated time for our EXP brokers. What's their abbreviated times this week, Karina?
I'm not sure what their abbreviated times are. All I know is that they're not hosting any kinds of training this week.
They will, yep, they'll be unavailable tomorrow after 1, as will staff and support.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys need anything, tap in with us today and tomorrow morning. And then my hope is this. My hope is that you guys are going into your database, you're prepping, you're preparing, you're sending out all these one-to-one videos, text messages, emails, all the messages of gratitude. And that you guys, hopefully if you're in the proximity to a fast booth, go and create a thankful video to all of your friends, family, and people in your database. Take advantage of this time of year. Be human with your messaging, have some fun and just let people know that you're truly, truly thankful that they're in your life. Consumers, leads, people you've done deals with, all of the vendors that you've been able to work with, all of your supporting cast. Make sure that the people in your world know how super thankful you are of them. That is it. For me, to you guys, to all of your families, I wish you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Coaching is still on tomorrow, so let's make sure that we close out the week strong and finish up tomorrow. So if you guys have anything that you need today, feel free to hit me up. Peace. Have a beautiful day, guys.